Welcome back. It is day 232 of a road to 2200. We're at 2026, so we found a knight bishop. Hopefully they don't have any weird pieces, extra pieces that they can use. All right, so we see the Sicilian defense, and I don't even know. So people have been recommending that I play the open Sicilian, which I believe is knight f3. So we're just going to do it. I don't actually know what I'm doing here, to be honest. Or maybe the open's like d4, isn't it? No, this is the French variation. I don't know. Whatever. We're just going to play around. But I think some of the ideas is just like f3, g4. Of course, you guys can correct me in the comments section when this comes out, of course, on what I'm actually supposed to play for, because I have absolutely no idea. I didn't study anything, but I'm open to trying new things in openings that I need new repertoires against. Like, I'm not going to change the Vienna, I'm not going to change the Cairo Khan, but the Sicilian defense I've been struggling with for a little while. Like, I was playing the Grand Prix, it didn't really work out too well with me. So I switched to bishop e2. I was getting good positions, but then I was getting outplayed because they're tough positions to play. And then I was trying this a3 idea. And a3, if they don't play this knight move, then I just go back into like a Grand Prix style attack. So anyways, here we are. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do, but let's just develop. And I know a lot of the times we're going to try and castle like queenside probably. Probably going to play f3 and then maybe shoot this pawn forward or something. I don't really think I need to worry about any kind of b4. I don't think. I'm not really so sure, like, maybe then I'll just develop the knight this way. Let's go ahead and play f3. Okay, they bring the queen over. Does this do anything? I don't know. Makes it so that I can't play here. I know that much. Maybe they want to play this, but that gives me this square, so that probably is not going to be the way. I could also develop my bishop here, but I kind of want to put the bishop on f4 if possible, but we need to get the bishop out, queen out, and try to castle or something. I could also just develop here. Let's just finish our development. Don't really need to think about it too much. Now that knight can be a target though. So we're going to go g5, or g4, g5 if possible. Okay, they strike in the center. I should be able to go here first. Just kick the knight away. And their king is in the center too, so they've got to be careful. Oh. So, I mean, I can just capture. I don't see anything wrong with just taking. I mean, obviously it isolates my pawn, I guess you could say, but I'm controlling this square, which I like. Maybe trying to go here. I don't want to give up this bishop. I know that much. Also always thinking about sacrificial ideas here. I don't see how that would help my position though. Here it's not good. I could drop the knight back, I guess, controlling this square. Actually, if they jump in, maybe I have bishop here, but no, they take with a check. So let's drop back. Let's control this square. So if they play bishop out, or knight out, I'll just take. Instead, they just do that. And now I'm going to develop my queen. They're going to jump the knight in. Yeah, so they do. But I think I'm going to take this time to just castle. So if they want to take the bishop, I get to activate my rook, bring the other rook. But they take the knight. Quite an interesting choice. I can go here, but there's still a check. Maybe we play... Let's go here, just maybe being a little bit tricky if they castle. Instead they go there, okay. So I guess we're gonna offer a... Wait, they hung their queen. What am I doing? Oops. I do that way too often, to be honest. Ooh, wait a second. I have a tactic. I can sacrifice the bishop takes and the knight takes. We're winning the bishop. That was really ridiculous, by the way. They hung their queen, and I just auto took, which it's a typical Apex thing to do, but we really, really need to stop. We got to stop like auto playing moves like that. Like just assuming that my opponent's not going to blunder. Ridiculous. But okay. They step up? Really? Interesting. So, I mean, we're just up a pawn now. I can just step back. We're up a pawn, and we lost our queen. But wait, can't they go check? And then just take the bishop, I guess. It's kind of what we have to do. So we're giving up a rook. It's a little bit unfortunate, but yeah. We have to give up the rook. Like, there's no other move. Yeah, we have to take. Queen's under attack. I mean, I could play here. Jack takes. Here, do they have any move? If they go here, I just take. Here, if they go here, I just take. Yeah, so I think I can just play rook f1. Takes check. If they step here, they lose the queen. I mean, of course, they're getting material for it, but... Okay. Oh, they just go there? Okay, interesting. Let's go ahead and capture. They have to go here, and then rook d1. Bishop's under attack. His pawn's under attack. Assuming they'll play this. And then I'll just take. Let's give it check. They can't go backwards. Okay, let's see. Let's start. No, let's not do that. I need to put the knight on a better square. We have a couple extra pawns. I guess maybe we have to reroute this way. Discovered attack. I guess I'll just move my king out of that. Yeah. Okay. Check, just king up. Okay, but that allows me to play knight d4. They can give a check, a step up. The bishop's under attack. I'm threatening to win a pawn. And we have a lot of pawns, so we should be able to win this, but... Huh? Okay, we don't have any checks to get out of that, but I can just take, and then take... And now it's like, if I get both rooks for the queen, we're just completely winning. So I'll just step up, get out of any attacks. They can try and put pressure on this, but like I said, this is just winning if I trade the queen for the 2 rooks. Check. They're going to go here. Let's just be tricky. Threatening to play e5 now. But they attack that. I can give a check. But I can also just go... No, I need to protect this square. What am I talking about? How do you protect the square? Can you? Oh, I have to give a check and then play queen e4. Protecting. And now we just try to push the pawn. They cannot trade. We have 2 minutes. We should be able to win this. Push. Here we have check. So they can't blockade it. So I'm just threatening to push. I have a feeling like they're going to play rook e7, blundering the fork. Oh, but they just go into this, but this is just completely losing. King and pawn endgame. So here they go here, I push. Okay, let's do this. They can go after this, but I push the pawn, we promote. If they step back. Okay, but now we can come this way. And they have to stay over here. So I'll just be able to come over here and win. We just have 1 extra pawn in this king and pawn endgame. So the only thing I was worried about was them getting this pawn promoting at the same time or something. But this is totally busted for black. King here. Just keep opposition or something. Yeah, like I can even just play this. Now I'm coming in here. If they push, I just go here. They can't step away. Check. And then we'll just bring the king. Just need to make sure we don't stalemate. Now they have to go here. I guess they don't. I can give a check though. I'll just step back. And now we can go here. Here, check, king here. There might have been a faster way, but yeah. Just want to make sure we don't stalemate. Just give a check. And I'm just going to step back with the king. And we're going to do what we know. Put them in the corner. Walk the king up. And deliver a checkmate. GG. Okay, that was a decent game. What goes down must come up. That was our first time playing the Open Sicilian. I don't know how I did, but I got 2 brilliants. So I got 2 brilliants, won the game. Y'all can tell me what I did wrong in the opening, because apparently black was slightly better for a little while. And then we were just totally winning. And tell me if this is even like the right move order. Apparently it's all book moves. G3 is the move. Bishop outs. I just kind of played normal chess. And then this is from, shout out the guy who originally commented saying, you should try the Open Sicilian or whatever, and said, be aggressive, like play G4, G5. That's kind of why I played G4, G5 here. So shout out to you if you're watching. Takes, apparently I should just take the knight. And then takes. What if they take here? I can take? Oh, yeah, because we're getting a rook, you dummy. I'm making a new queen. Regardless, we kind of just went for this. I don't know why they did this. And then, of course, I'm really dumb here. I figured, okay, we have to go for queen trade. Like, you know, they took and they hung their queen. Ugh. Of course. Anyways, This was pretty scary. We found a nice move here. Bishop e5. Point is, if they take, there's this. I did overlook that there is a pin here, but we can capture with check. So there's that. They step up, and then I went back, and luckily for us, we have rook d7 takes, and then takes. We got a brilliant move here because it takes. We're getting the queen with that. And this is just completely winning. It took some work here, but we just have too many pawns. And like I said, if we get the 2 rooks for the queen, traditionally the 2 rooks are better than the queen, but not in this case when you have 2 extra pawns. And we just pushed. We got 2 on 1, so the king has to stay there. And then, yeah, we walked in, we made a new queen, and blah, 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 checkmate. Let's go, baby. That's what I like to see. It is what I like to see. And we're going to call it there because I enjoy winning. And we're going to leave the last 2 videos on a very good note. And hopefully tomorrow get another win for the 3rd one in a row. 2034, not too bad, not too bad. As long as I'm staying in the 2000s, honestly, I'm pretty happy. But at the same time, the elo really doesn't matter. I think the skill is still there, but I think I'm just making silly blunders or missing silly moves. Like my opponent hung their queen, and I just moved in 2 seconds. Actually, less than 2 seconds. And it's not the first time in a little while that I've done that. So we need to get back to the roots. But at the same time, like I got 50 seconds on my clock. Opponent has 4 minutes. I'm so much slower than the people at this level, which could be because I haven't been playing like any blitz or anything. I'm pretty much the only chess that I'm really playing right now is the rapid videos that I've been putting out. No studying, no real. Well, I've done a little bit of puzzles here and there, but realistically, like I'm not playing that much chess. So, you know, I'm happy to be where I am. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you that tune in and watch. Thank you so much. I wouldn't be where I am without you. I'll see you tomorrow.